everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's episode is going to be about one of the most anticipated palettes out there today. It is the Jaclyn Hill palette in collaboration with Morphe brushes. Before I continue, I must apologize because the palette is completely sold out, but Jaclyn has reassured all of you that she's going to have a restock. In this episode, we are going to go through the swatches, we're going to have a review, we're going to have a beauty tutorial, and we are going to find out if this palette is FDV approved. So let us get straight into it. Yeah, okay, so this is what the palette looks like. It's a white box and it's got the silver font, the silver writing. Behind it, it's got beautiful Jaclyn Hill. It's got her right there laughing. She's a bubbly girl, she's so sweet. It's got a little message for all of her subscribers expressing how grateful she is and how much she put into this palette, and that is it. That's the outside box. So let's unbox this baby. As we open it, there's extra packaging just to make sure that palette is not broken, and as you turn it around, it is the same thing as the outside box. It's a cardboard box, which is very different from the Morphe plastic palette. So you've got the Jaclyn Hill again, the Jaclyn Hill palette times Morphe right here. As you turn it around, you have Morphe times Jaclyn Hill, and then you've got, I think, like a barcode right down in the corner right there. Yeah, now let us pop this hood. Let me do it gently because I know that there's going to be a film like most palettes, and as you open it, the film, that's it, it's gone. I'm not going to bother. And then you have here a little message from Jaclyn again, and it says this palette is dedicated to all of my loving subscribers. And here you have 35 pans and it retails for $38. Now she's got foils, she has shimmers, and she has mattes. And right here you can see a lot of neutral tones, you can see some warm transition tones, you can see some foils right here, you can see the cool neutral tones as well. You can use for every day for that smoky eye. And then right here you have the pop of colors. So let's do some price breakdown. Yes, $38, 35 pounds. You divide that, what you get, $1.09 per pan. 56.2 grams total for the palette. For each pan comes down to 1.6 grams, which comes down to 68 cents per gram for each pan, which is not bad. So far as it's under $1 per gram, that's good. That's not bad at all. And also it's $38, but you can save an extra $4 by using affiliate discount codes. I know Jaclyn Hill has a discount code. You can use hers. I think it's called Jack Attack or something. I'm not too sure. I'll put it down in the description box for you guys. So it does bring it down. Is it much more expensive than the ordinary Morphe palette? Absolutely, but this is a collaboration and you are paying for the name. Jaclyn Hill is a phenomenally talented girl with over 4 million subscribers individually on Instagram as well as YouTube. So that all comes into it. This is not the regular Morphe palette, it's a collaboration with Jaclyn Hill. Let us go into the swatches. After the swatches, we'll go into the beauty tutorial, okay? All right, darling, so we're going to start from the top row, left to right, with Enlight, which is a very light bone color. You can use this under your brow bone, in your tear duct. Closer color coming second is Beam. Then you have Silk Cream and MFEO, which stands for Ula.
Made for each other.
Which stands for made for each other. Ula and I are made for each other. And these two colors, Silk Cream and MFEO, are really wonderful brow bone colors for darker skin. Then we have Faint, and that's a lovely sheer pink color. And then we go into Sissy, which is a lovely pink color as well. And then yet another pink color, more gold enhanced, and that's called Little Lady. Now it gets much more interesting with the first color, which is kind of a mustard yellow, and that is called Creamsicle. Then we've got Butter, and that looks very much like a sand on my complexion. We go into Pewter, which is like a neutral color, Pookie, which is like a sandy mustardy color, and my all-time favorite, Hunts, Rusty, Red, Rich, Depth, love it. Followed by Fireworks, and that is a satin color, and that's a very lovely rusty color as well. Gorgeous on the eyelid, yummy, yummy, yummy. And then we finish off this row with Queen, and that's a wonderful bronzy gold satin. And guys, I just want you to know that I did not use any primer whatsoever for any of these swatches. I just swatched it on my arm and that is it. This is the true pigmentation of these colors. Alrighty, we're on the third row and the first color up is Obsessed. Jaclyn had talked about this color in particular. She was absolutely obsessed with it because it took her over 25 tries before she could get this color right. Then the next one is SBN, Smoky But Natural. She said a lot of brides always requested smoky but natural. Then we're getting into fall, which I love so very much, and we're going into Hilster, and that's a very rusty raspberry-esque kind of satin. Then we go into Roxanne. It's a brownish burgundy, which I love, fantastic transition color. And then we fall into Jacs, which is the richest, most beautiful color in the palette. I want to have a suit, a velvet suit in this color for fall autumn 2017. Right there we've got Buns. Yes honey, who's got Buns? Yeah, cute, lovely color, lighter shade, still in the family. And then we have Cran Apple, which is a beautiful Cran Apple satin. All right, so the fourth row, the first color being Royalty, rich, purple, royal, everything that you want in a gorgeous purple. It is a foil color, Close by Twerk. And that's a blue, electric blue, vibrant blue, so pigmented, also a foil color. Then we go into Hustle. Darling, you got to hustle to get that coin. And that's a beautiful beigey color, love it for the lid space. Then we go into Mix, that's a yummy color as well. It's a very bronzy, goldish color. And then this is one of the first colors that is so close to my skin tone. I love it still because it can be a makeup, no makeup shade, and that's 24/7. Yes, honey, we are doing this. Then we go into Chip. Love it, chocolate chip. It's the deepest chocolate brown in the palette and I adore this. For a deep chocolate sister, this is fabulous. Then we have Mocha, and Mocha is right there. It's not much on my complexion. We have to leave this one for our Caucasian sisters. We've got 35 colors in this palette. It's okay if one of them is close to our complexion. I can live with that. Alrighty, we're going to what? The fifth row, and the first color up is Pool Party. It's a foil color and it's very, very much the aesthetic of Jaclyn Hill. She loves to put that aqua blue in her waterline. I did that today in my makeup story in homage to her because it really pops up the eye. You can have it on your lid, you can have it in your tear duct, and it just gives a whole different look to your eye. So Pool Party is precise. It's ocean blue, aqua green, whichever way you want to look at it. The next color is Jada. Jade green, emerald green, matte green. I used this in my color story today too. It's one of the most pigmented greens I have ever seen aside from Juvia's Place Palace. Adore it. Followed by Diva. I use Diva on top of my green for my lid space and it just gave off this iridescent, yummy green, sexy combo that is irresistible. Love it. Then you have the forest green, dark green. If you're not careful, you might think it's black. I use this in my Outer V and that color is called Enchanted. Then we have Central Park, Hello New York. Beautiful chocolatey color, gorgeous on my skin tone. I love this as a transition color or just put it into my crease, put a beautiful light color on the lid, and right there you have that 60s vibe. Adore. Soda Pop comes next, and that's very much like an aubergine black. Again, very deep, very rich, very fall, very smoky. Great option for a smoky. And last but definitely not the least is Abscess, and it's your black, and it's a gorgeous, rich black. Depth, consistency, and I can tell you with all of these colors there was little to no fallout, and that really speaks a lot for the way these colors were pressed, because the more they're pressed, the less you have the fallout. And it was absolutely true for this palette. That is it, my loves. Now we're going to go into a very exciting segment, and that's the makeup tutorial. Enjoy, my loves, and I'll see you for the review.
Everything about you perfectly undone, and I was like a statue
love, so we have seen the swatches, and now let me give you my review after doing the tutorial. I love this palette. I think it is so diverse, I tell you, and this goes for makeup artists, beauty bloggers, beauty influencers. We kind of know to have these warm transition colors is everything. To have these pops of color is amazing, because this is what we look for when we want to do those really yummy colors. You don't always find them in the everyday kind of palette. This color right here, for example, the only time I have seen this color is in the Juvia's Place blusher palette. Hold on, let me just double check this. Let me show you what I'm talking about right here. There you go. And this color right here is called Toby. Of course, it's more intense. It's got more jazz because it's geared towards women of color. But Jaclyn had it here. And for that, I give her 5 points up. Absolutely. I love the fact that she's got the blue, that she's got the green. These were the colors that I used for this eye look. They were so pigmented. I was pleasantly surprised. They were very smooth. They weren't grainy. Do I like Morphe? Yes, I have a lot of Morphe palettes, but you could tell the difference, and you could tell that these colors had been stepped up a couple of notches. Jaclyn had talked about how each pan was individually pressed, and I'm going to put her video below in the description box so that you can get like the backstory about this palette. But I noticed it right away. And like I said before, a beauty blogger, beauty influencer, makeup artist, you will know that she hit this hands down. She got the colors right. I was so impressed with these burnt colors right here. Really, really, really impressed. How pigmented they were, how they just glided on, and I could put layer over layer over layer. Very well done, Jaclyn. And as far as I'm concerned, I think that this is one of the best palettes that has come out this year under Juvia's Place. Okay, so let me tell you one or two quickie things that I thought, I kind of understand, but still, you know, Okay, now, a lot of people complained about not having a mirror. I do not care. As a matter of fact, I'm happy there wasn't any mirror because they always break in my suitcase and they make the palettes heavy. On top of which, I use various palettes when I'm doing my looks. So I want to have an individual mirror and then just play with my palettes in front of me. So I don't care. I love the fact that it's cardboard, that it's white. It can be cleaned with baby wipes and a little bit of baby oil. It will be clean, my loves. That is not a big deal. I'm not petty like that. I think it was very different. I like the fact that it was white and it had the silver font, because that's very true to Jaclyn, and they wanted it to be very different from the Morphe black plastic. Not a big deal for me. Is it big? Not necessarily, because she's giving you 35 pans of amazing colors. What was she supposed to do? Put it on top of each other? Not a big deal for me again. I will have my makeup bag and I'll just put this at the bottom or on the top of my bag and I'm good to go. Will I take it with me? Absolutely. I can wear some of these colors, go to work. I can wear some of these colors at night. I can take this on holiday to the Caribbean. I can make a wedding story from the top layer. I can do that fall rusty color story with these colors right here. It was so well thought out. There were like villages on this palette. Loved it so very much. The consistency, amazeballs. Now let's get into the names. I feel that she did not have the space to put the names under each color. But Jaclyn, it would have been nice if you had a name card for all of your palettes. I know that you had the name cards for those that went out for PR, which was amazing. And of course, you expressed about each color, each name when you did your video. I think it would have been just that little extra touch if you could have put it in all the palettes. Having said that, no complaints. This girl knocked it out of the park. I've got a whole bunch of palettes. I'm not going to mention names. This was fabulous. So, Ula?
Is it FTV approved?
It is FTV approved. Jaclyn, congratulations, Miha. You did a wonderful job. Good for you. It's not her first rodeo. She has collaborated with Morphe before, where she did her favorites Morphe palette, but this is something else and I simply adore it. It is so dark chocolate girl friendly. I am over the moon with it. Fabulous consistency, great falls, great shimmers, great mattes, and it's a combination of everything that you can use all the way from January all the way to December. Highly impressed, highly recommended. Get your hands on this because it is a palette where you have all those colors in 10 other palettes that you might have. All those pops of color in 10 different palettes. She has it all here. Good job. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you again in a couple of days with something fun. And until then, stay fabulous, stay beautiful, and congratulations, Morphe, and congratulations, Jackie. Good job.